Welcome back to This or That, a Hoops podcast. Today, we are talking about the number one menace in the country besides Matt, Draymond Green. And that's going to open us up real quick, and we're going to really get down to the nitty-gritty on this because this guy is off his fucking rocker, dude. This guy needs to take his meds.
Yeah, so a few days ago when we were playing out videos, we're like, the Warriors have been really disappointing. They are the highest paid, like the players on the team are the highest paid across all major sports as a collective group, which is wild. They're over $400 million in luxury tax, and salary cap total. Like, it's wild. They're trying to get one more championship out of this group, and quite frankly, they're underperforming. And I think a lot of that has to do with Draymond. For all of his craziness this season, he's an essential piece. They're 2-5, I believe, without him when he gets ejected or suspended. So there's a lot of losses in itself. You're 10-13 at the moment, and it's not looking up. And you want to try and get a championship out of this. But first, we're just going to talk about the whole Draymond thing. Literally, as the time of recording this, he just got suspended indefinitely. So no one knows how long that could be. I'm assuming it's going to be 10 plus at this point, indefinitely.
Does the Player Association look at that, or does Adam Silver look at that by himself?
It's Joe Dumars, who's the head of player discipline and stuff like that. But it's through the commissioner's office and all that stuff. Like, he works with Adam Silver.
We'll bring the field to your house, Joe Dumars.
Yeah, so we'll go through that. Warriors expectations, Klay Thompson underperforming, but let's get right into Draymond. Obviously, you guys. I mean, he could be in the WWE. That might be a next career option.
I just want to say, first of all, his career is kicked. You seen him miss that layup on the backdoor cut the other day?
Dude.
Yo, that dude is trash. What, am I off on that?
Nah, I don't know what's going on in his brain.
It's upsetting, bro. It was a perfect play. It was a design play, spectacular play. It was a terrific play. He goes backdoor and absolutely clanks a left-hand finger roll. I just thought that was hilarious. The team's in shambles. He's in shambles. This isn't the first time he's done this. This is the fifth major incident. And here's the one thing I wanted to highlight, which we can have a dialogue about this. In all of these situations, he's never been right once.
Nah.
Yeah. And
not even close.
It's been said, he's even acknowledged it, that he's known that the suspensions he receives or the ejections is because he's a repeat offender of it.
But
yeah,
I'm saying, if you're out there fighting for what's yours, that's different. He has never been right once.
I mean, I guess the only one you could even remotely say he was right in was when he choked out Rudy Gobert because he was defending his teammate, but it was still way over the line.
I feel like
foul.
I feel like the closeout on Austin Rivers is about the closest one.
But you still can't land or whatever. But he's out of control, dude. And what he's gonna do is he's gonna seriously hurt someone. Because this is what me and Slim were talking about on the phone this morning when I was putting gas in my whip.
Whoa, slow down, gang. If you're liking this content here, I really appreciate it if you'd like, comment, and subscribe. It's free. It takes 0 seconds. I make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to all the creators I like watching because I know it makes a huge difference for them, just like it makes for us. Stick with us. TOT Faithful, we love you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out more videos.
You can't be punching people willy-nilly in the side and the back of the head. Why do you think boxers aren't allowed to do that? You can hit somebody's you put that dude in a fucking coma. You're a pro athlete. You're 6'8". You're what, 250? You're strong as hell. You're in the top 1% of people in America strength, and you're throwing a wild straight arm punch on the side of someone's head who's not looking. You're gonna kill somebody.
100%.
It's wild. It's because I was obviously a Cavs fan, and I hated the Warriors for a long time, and I've grown to respect. I've always respected, but I'm appreciating Steph, Draymond, Klay.
You came around the corner 2 years ago,
huh?
You came around the corner 2 years ago.
Yeah, and I was Draymond with the pod. I thought it was very interesting to hear a player right after the game hop on, give their little spiel, when they're making their finals run, all that stuff. I thought it was really, really good. I'm back out on Draymond. I just am, and I've been out on this team even last season. Everyone's oh, they're going to make a run. Oh, they're going to make a run. They got the Kings in the first round. They should have lost that series to the Kings. If De'Aaron Fox didn't get hurt, I think they lose. Obviously, Steph is still playing unbelievable basketball, and I understand that your championship window is nearly closed, and I understand Joe Lacob and what's the GM? Mike Dunleavy. That could be a shot from the clouds.
Talk your shit.
But like, I understand that you're trying to get one more window out of this team, but you shipped Jordan Poole out for all his
Huge mistake.
for all of his stuff. It was before Draymond Green because of their relationship.
Huge
And
mistake.
I don't disagree. Like, I think Draymond's done more than enough for this franchise where you go and you give him what he wants. I think
Yep.
that's how it should be. But you ship out Jordan Poole. Klay Thompson had 2 major injuries back-to-back seasons. Does not look like the same guy. Steph is playing as good as basketball as he's played in his entire career, and you're 10-13. It's like completely wild to me. And I think if they made smart moves, you let Draymond go and you bring in someone else, and you want to go and still compete for a championship. However, in the flip side of it, you can't really just kick Draymond to the curb. He's done so much for this franchise.
In that game they played where he got ejected, you could tell in the fourth quarter, like, it was fucked. Klay is on the bench, dude. Steph's taking ridiculously high difficulty shots, and you could tell the camera panned to his face. At one point, I saw a highlight last night. He's like, I got to shoot this bitch. He's not the kind of guy that's going to take 40 shots a night. He just never would. He just doesn't really do that. So for him to take however many threes he took in the fourth quarter last night, it was like a Hail Mary. I've never seen them play like that. He's kind of looking around like, man, this shit's over. It was crazy last night. Like, last night was the culmination of a lot of different things. And I think it was a lot of frustration on Draymond's end too. He also, like I said, dude, that dude just like needs medication. But yeah,
It's a lot of
figure it out. That window's closed as hell. Window looks like my window right now, big close.
It's actually open.
Actually, it's open. Yeah,
it's a lot of tension over there. I watch a lot of the Golden State games, and just specifically on the Draymond thing. There's no excuse. Before I got on the phone with Finn, I woke up to a text from Lil Bro. Lil Bro talking about, he said he don't want to play for real. Like, he don't, like, you can't love the game. You can't, like, if you don't have a respect for the game, you can't continue to not put yourself in situations like that. Like, if you do have a respect for the game, you wouldn't put yourself in situations like that. You wouldn't put yourself in a situation to hurt somebody, for one. And for two, you wouldn't put yourself in a situation to jeopardize your own availability if you are a key component to a succeeding team. And that's why you're 10-13 right now, is just because you've already missed 5 games and however many, else before then, because of the Rudy Gobert situation earlier this season. 2, here it is again. Now you're suspended indefinitely. And that puts a lot of stress on Steph. And there's a lot of stress and tension going on because Klay hasn't been able to perform as well due to injuries and, maybe just him being past his prime. Exactly, 100%. And that puts a lot of stress on the organization. We know Bob Myers is gone. And the ship is sinking. I like the young cats they got. Jonathan Kuminga, love that cat.
Who's the rookie?
Moses Moody, love that cat. Brandon Pajimski, that boy is gonna hustle, and he's maybe 6'3", 6'4", around Steph height, but he's crashing the glass. I'm watching the game last night. He's gonna get the rebounds. You know what I'm saying? And I love his heart. I love how active he is. And just going back to last year's situation before the season even started, Draymond, Jordan Poole, it is what it is. I'm not going to say getting rid of Poole was such a loss, just because look at his production with the Washington Wizards, having his own realm to do, have a pool party. He ain't really have no pool party. He ain't showing up. He ain't get more than 10 points. He ain't really balling out how we thought you were going to, by putting a great point guard like Tyus Jones next to him and having a big who's stepping up in Kyle Kuzma, showing you I can get 26, 27, 28, whatever. But it's just completely inconsistent, and y'all aren't holding it down. So I don't know if Jordan Poole, getting rid of Jordan Poole and keeping on, holding on to Draymond was such a bad deal, because we know the caliber player that Draymond is. He still can anchor their offense and help Steph out, help Klay out. But when he bullshitting, he's not going to be able to do that. and that's not going to allow everybody else to facilitate their role and fulfill their role, like Steph, Clay, and then that probably puts a lot of pressure on Wiggs. And I don't know how many games Wiggs has
He
played.
played bad this season too.
He
We
played
can get
terrible
into
last
that.
night.
But like,
And
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No,
Tripping.
right now the Warriors are 16th in offensive rating, 16th in defensive rating, 17th in net rating. They're
Mid.
just a slightly below average to average team right now. And all the people that are thinking that they still have a championship window, it's over. And I'm sorry, Warriors fans, if you made it this far, we appreciate it. But this window's over. You had a lot of good years. And that last championship with no KD, all that stuff, that
Crazy.
championship versus Celtics,
Legendary.
that's the championship that really means something to the basketball world, because it's not just like, oh, you didn't just make a super team. No, this guy is one of the 10 best players of all time.
Ever.
Like that's
100%.
what that championship
Greatest
does.
point guard ever.
And I think you're gonna have to go through a rough few years. But right now you still have Steph Curry. And I think we could see down the line, I'm not saying this is anywhere close, and I know this is a stretch, but possibly a Damian Lillard situation where Steph's like, I want to go compete for one more and like just see what happens. I don't know if
Come on home.
I don't know if that'll happen. However, we'll see. But
Come to the Nets, baby. By
no,
the way, real quick, I just looked at my phone. Y'all know he shot 1 of 8 from 3 in the fourth quarter last night.
Who?
Steph, very uncharacteristic.
yeah,
of him.
8 threes in a quarter for him. Like, yes, that's a lot,
Yeah,
but
Bro, he never does that.
like unless he's like hot,
That's
he'll
what I'm
shoot it.
saying.
But like,
So like that's uncharacteristic. That's like looking around like shit. I gotta win this game myself.
yeah, it's
Which they never do that. So
It's a weird thing to watch
Yeah.
the Warriors kind of flail, because for like most of my semi-adult life, like I've watched them be good. Like from when I was
14
26.
in Atlantis, us standing there in the Bahamas, dude. Me and you.
Yeah,
watching
like
that,
I was
watching that
young.
Delhi
And, like,
series together.
yeah, like that's like where I'm like seriously like watching basketball and like really appreciating it. And like the Cavs are obviously really good at that time too. But like that's the first time I really like remember watching hoops, and like they were so good. And I put up a community tab post. Who has been the most disappointing team this season? It's 4 out of 4 options. I expect the results to be the Warriors. Like I think the people are expecting the Warriors are going to go and get it all figured out, and I just don't think
You can't.
I
You don't
just
have the
think they're gonna.
personnel.
But I'm over Draymond Green. I'm over the Warriors.
And Clay, where are you? That dude's trash, bro. Yo, and it's almost like he's got like a funk going on. Like he's got the yips, bro. I gotta fly out there to the Bay. I gotta teach him how to shoot. He's nervous or something. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, he's gotta figure it out. His splits went down. Like I forget what month by month it was like 8%, 7%, down. So
yeah, no. I just think that they're kind of cooked right now, and I think Warriors fans, you can hold on hope because you got Steph Curry, but I don't know if there's much left to give. And I don't know any Warriors fans directly, so I don't really know what the vibes are around there. However,
drop a comment.
Yeah, I can't imagine they're very high.
Look, you may see D-Lo back in Oakland if you get my drift, if you get what I'm trying to say.
No way.
You think Clay to LA?
You talking about Steph?
Or yeah, the chef.
I mean, there's no way that would ever happen, but
Well, Draymond is LeBron's #1 dick rider.
it's true. But
He'll literally write a book about Bron. Write a book about the inside of Bron's. You know, I'm a show.
any other final comments? Or should we
Sorry for cussing.
All right, we'll end on that one. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.